If you're thinking of starting an AI faceless YouTube channel because you've seen people making hundreds or even thousands of dollars online, then stop scrolling for a moment. Now, these are things I wish someone had told me before I started, right? These mistakes have caused many people to quit before they even had a chance to what to succeed. So if you want to save yourself time, stress, and disappointment, watch this video to the end because these tips could completely change your YouTube journey. Now let's get into it. But before that, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please do well to subscribe, like, and share because this is AI with Cynthia Issue, where you learn how to create AI videos, AI movies, anything that has to do with AI, and also how to monetize with. Now, let us get into the video proper. So, the first thing on the list is do not choose a niche just because it is trending. Now, one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is choosing a niche simply because they see everyone else doing it, right? For example, you see AI movies everywhere, you see African folktales getting hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views, then you think this is where the money is. So, let me actually jump into it, right? But here's the problem that nobody's actually telling you: the more popular a niche becomes, the more creators are actually entering into that space. That means that you're competing with hundreds or even thousands of channels creating almost the same type of content. So instead of actually like following the crowd, think about what that same AI can actually help you create, other type of content that it can actually help you create. And these are like few of them. For example, you can actually make fairy tales, you can create kids stories, documentary videos, historical content, Bible stories, podcasts, motivational videos, and a lot of them, right? Because at the end of the day, AI is just a tool. It doesn't actually limit you to one type of content. You can use AI to create a lot of things. So sometimes choosing a niche with less competition gives you a better chance of actually like standing out because there are fewer creators serving that particular audience. So do not chase trends. Instead, build something that people are actually looking for, but not something that everyone is already making. Because at the end of the day, what you need is a community. People that will always come back to watch your videos and make money for you, even when you're not putting out a lot of content. The second thing you need to know is do not copy other people's script. Now, this is another mistake that can hurt your channel. Yes, it is okay to get inspirations from other creators. We all do. Yes, I do it. But never copy someone else's script word for word. Because even if you do that, guess what? YouTube may even see your content as reused or unoriginal content. And that can affect your growth and even your monetization as a faceless YouTube channel owner, right? So instead, what you can do is you can actually study the idea. You can look at their topic, their thumbnails, and study it and see how you can create something similar, right? Understand why that particular story works. Then rewrite it in your own way. Like add your own creativity, change the dialogues. Do you understand? Change the story telling style, change the ending if necessary. In short, it is very necessary. Change the ending because remember, at the end of the day, you are a content creator. Your job is not to copy a content word for word. Instead, your job is to create content that people can actually enjoy, content that are actually original in your own way. So the fourth thing you want to take note of is do not ignore your thumbnail, your title, and your hashtags, right? Now, so many people spend hours creating an amazing video, then spend only 2 minutes creating the thumbnail or even thinking about the title. And that is a huge mistake. As a matter of fact, before you even have your story, you must have your title. And now back to the thumbnail, right? So think of your thumbnail like the front of a beautiful house. So imagine that the inside of the house is actually very like luxurious, but the outside of the house looks like abandoned, looks shabby. Obviously, you will know what to enter because you'll be scared, right? So that is how your thumbnail looks like. That is exactly how YouTube looks like. So your thumbnail is the first thing that people actually see. So if it is not attractive, it is not appealing to the eye, people don't want to click, right? If it is not eye catching or something that brings curiosity, people will not click. They don't want to watch. And if nobody is clicking on your video or clicking on that particular story, obviously they won't discover what is happening or how amazing your content is. They won't discover how touching that story you have created is. And now the same goes for your title also. Now, a good title creates curiosity. You want to make people wonder why. I mean, what is this story about? Like, what exactly is this creator thinking when he gave it this title? So that is how your thumbnail or your title rather is supposed to like create curiosity for people, right? So That is exactly what you want to create. And then we have the hashtags. Now, a lot of people just copy random hashtags from other videos, from other stories, or from other AI videos, right? Now, do not do that. Your hashtags should describe exactly what your video is about. That is, whatever your story is about, that should reflect in your hashtag, because that literally helps you to understand what your content or what your story is all about, and then recommend it to the people who are actually interested in it, right? So let's say, for example, now you're creating historical kind of stories. Obviously, you don't want YouTube to be recommending your stories or your historical stories to people that are into sports or people that are into Bible stories, because those people will not watch it. Why? Because they're actually not interested in it, right? The same way, let's say you're creating kids stories, or like all these creed rhymes. You don't want YouTube to start recommending it to people that are interested in African folk tales. They won't watch it because they will see it as childish. So that is what your hashtag does. It helps YouTube recommend your video to the right audience,
Now, another
right?
thing you want to take note of is stop begging your family and friends to subscribe. Yes, I know this one sounds harsh or it might actually surprise you, but when you create a new channel, don't be in a haste to send the link of that channel to everybody you know, begging them to subscribe or to come and watch, especially to subscribe. Let's leave it at that. And now, this is the reason why I say that. Now, most of them are actually subscribing because they know you, not because they even believe in your content, not because they are interested in your content. And then after they subscribe to your channel, what happens next? What's the next thing for you? Now, they subscribe, but they never watch your videos at all. Or let's say after the first video you sent to them, they never ever come back to watch those videos again on your channel. And what happens? So now imagine you now have, like, let's say 5,000 subscribers, but only 20 people are watching your videos from the 5,000 subscribers that you have. And what does that like tell you? Now, this actually tells YouTube something very important. If it does not tell you anything, it tells the algorithm that those your subscribers that you have, they are not interested in your content, and that is not a good signal you want to send to YouTube algorithm. So instead of like telling people to come and subscribe, why not create that channel and then focus on uploading consistently? Let YouTube do the work for you. Let them find your own audience for you, right? Now, those are the people that will always come back to watch your videos. They will actually watch, they will comment, they will like, they will keep coming back every time you upload. Now, because at the end of the thing you want to take note of is creating quality content, good content. Now, do not be obsessed with posting every single day, especially if the quality is not there. Like, just because you want to, let's say, attain your watch hours or your subscribers, or you want to make certain amount of money, and then you go ahead and like start creating a lot of content, but the storytelling is weak. You're posting AI videos every day, you're posting storytelling content every day, but guess what? The editing is poor, the audio is not good, it is bad, and people just click once, and once they see from the beginning, they click off, and that is it. Guess what? If you do that, they won't come back again. Yes, you will have more videos on your channel, but you have less people coming to watch. So instead, spend time creating something you're actually proud of. If that means uploading fewer videos, that is okay, because all you need is just one excellent video, right? Because one excellent video can perform better than 10 average videos. Remember, people actually subscribe because of the quality, because you're different from every other person that they are seeing. Now, there's thing you need to know, which is actually even the most important, is do not give up early. And that is probably the biggest mistake of all. This is the one mistake that people actually make, right? Most people start an AI Faceless channel after watching videos of other people that say, oh, I made $2,000, I made $5,000, I made $10,000, I made, in short, $500, right? And because of they've heard that, or sometimes they even hear things like, oh, I monetize my AI Faceless channel in the second week of opening it, and immediately they expect the same result for them when they open their own channel. However, reality hits. Now, their first video, let's say, gets 40 views, second video gets 70 views, third video gets 25 views, and then they believe that YouTube actually hates them or YouTube does not work. But that is not it, and they go ahead to quit. But here is the truth. Every successful YouTuber has videos that barely got any views. I remember for my first channel, it took me almost 3 months to monetize that channel. Then for my second channel, it took me, let's say, less than a month to actually monetize that channel. And now it's because of my second channel, why I even got like that, like got monetized easily, is because one particular video did well. It went viral, and that was the video that was did what that monetized me. But before then, I was getting lower views. I was getting 100, 120, 50, and then I'll be crying. But guess what? I did not give up. So what I'm saying is growth actually takes time, right? YouTube is like an investment. The more consistently you invest your time in the quality, in putting out videos and stuff like that, the more you improve and the more you learn. So the more you learn, the greater your chances of you actually succeeding. And I mean, we all know that success really happens overnight. You have to put in the work. You have to show up every day, irrespective of the views. And guess what? If you stay consistent long enough, you will eventually look back and be glad that you didn't quit on that journey. So these are the things you want to know before you begin to think about like going into, let's say, a faceless like content creation. These are the things you have to have at the back of your mind. And then these are the things that will prepare you and guide you on your journey. So if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, I'd watch to the end. This is AI with Cynthia Issue, where you learn how to create AI videos, where you learn how to monetize your channel, where you learn how to know to go the AI route the right way. So please do well to subscribe, like, and share. See you on the next video. Bye for now.